Welcome back to your mat. This practice called Just Get Moving is designed for exactly that, to inspire you to get moving today. Whether or not you've had a break from your practice or you're just generally feeling unmotivated, this is the practice for you. A mobility low to the floor practice targeting all of the key areas of your body with a little bit of strength and balance thrown in. Go ahead and bring the eyes down to a close. Take any adjustments in your seat to be comfortable. And today I'd like you just to take a moment here to bring to mind an area of your life that feels like it's bringing some heaviness, some darkness to your day. Person, place, situation, whatever it is, bring it to mind. And now imagine that the sun is shining brightly onto your closed eyelids. And there's that warm orange glow behind your eyes. And as we move through our practice today, we cultivate that radiant light, using that light to squeeze out the darkness, bringing happiness and joy to your day. Take an inhale, reach the arms overhead, look up, open the eyes. Exhale through parted lips, bring the hands down to the floor. We're going to start our practice today in standing, so go ahead and come on up. Setting your feet up a little wider than hip distance apart. Keep your gaze facing forwards and begin to rotate the body left to right. Noticing how far your body can move into that rotation without the head following. The arms be loose. Get a little softness in the knees. And now we'll allow the gaze to move with the arms. And as you do so, move slow enough that you can really feel into that rotation from hips, through the spine, and up into the gaze, letting the eyes wrap around behind you. Good. And then we're going to start to speed that up. You might add a little bend, a little kind of spring in the middle as you move side to side. And see how heavy you can make the arms now. So they really kind of slap around the body as you move. Nice steady rhythm of breath. If you're starting to get dizzy like I am, it's probably time to close that down. We'll do one more to the left and the right. Come through center and spiral to your left hand side, taking it as far as you can. Arms are heavy, start to draw the chin in towards the chest. We're going to roll down, shaking out the arms, shaking out the head as you take that lateral roll down. Draw it all the way back up, squeezing navel to spine as you roll to stand. Good. Take it to the center. Roll around to the right hand side. Start to draw chin to chest, arms super heavy, rolling down, wriggling out through the arms, the head, making sure they feel really heavy. When you get to the base there, roll it all the way and back up. Come round to center. Take it to the left. Spiral. Roll down. Nice heavy arms. Find that protraction of shoulder blades. Softening through the knees. When you get to the base there, keep the arms low, spin the body round so they're facing the toes. Right hand stays on the floor, bend through the right knee, straighten up through left leg. You're going to make a fist with this left hand here and pull that fist up to the left armpit. Exhale and push that knuckle down. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale down. We're going to keep our gaze facing down for this one. Up and down. As you draw the knuckle up, this time to the armpit, turn the top ear to the ceiling. Extend that arm all the way up. Good. Try and lift through the back of the left thigh a little more. Exhale, sweep that arm way overhead. Cross the arms and take either knee, shin or ankle. Big bend in the knees here, so you feel the belly and the thighs making contact. Head releases. And now lift the gluteal fold up, so where the glutes and the thighs meet, lift from there. Take a breath. Let it go. Arms release. Roll to stand. Good. You're going to take that through the opposite side. And turning around to your right hand side. Keep turning and then roll it down. Now if you get any negative sensations in the low back, try for a posterior pelvic tilt. As you get to the base, turn the body to face the toes. Left hand stays down this time. Right arm makes that fist, draws up to the armpit and then shoots down. Good. Keeping that gaze down towards the floor as you draw the arm up and down. Good. Last one. Draw it up. Turn the top ear to the ceiling. Extend that right arm up. Lengthen the breastbone, the arms away from each other. Good. Go ahead and sweep that arm overhead. Crossing the arms, finding the knees, shins or ankles. And belly rests on the thighs, the head releases. Could you find that lift of the thighs here? And roll up to stand. Good. Take a moment here at the top. Squeeze the shoulders up to the ears and exhale, roll them back and down. Good. And again. Good. This time let the heels rise up. Send the hands forwards, making stop signs. Really push through the heel of the hands. Staying up on your tiptoes, send those palms out to the side, make stop signs to the side of the room. Bring it forwards, make those stop signs. Take it out to the side, all the time staying up on those tiptoes. Forwards, out, and down. Take an inhale here. Exhale, chin to chest, arch through the upper back. Squeeze navel to spine as you roll down with control, shaking out through the hands, the head. Soften up the knees and bring yourself into tabletop position. Press firmly through the base of each finger and thumb. Firm up through shin bones and feet. Slight protraction of the shoulder blades here. Send your right fingertips forwards, thumb facing ceiling. Reach that arm as high as you can and now turn the arm inwards, thumb faces floor. Keep spiraling through the arm, palm follows. Sweep the arm back, you can continue to spiral as it goes. Hand touches down near the knee. You lift, keeping that inward rotation of the arm. And then spiral it all the way back. Good. Go again. Lift. Feel that as you spiral through the arm, it's beginning at the head of the humerus. The wrist and the palm follow at the end. Keep the rest of the body nice and still, nice and firm. Breathing throughout. Good. Fingertips land, steeple the fingertips. Tuck the left toes under and push through the ball of that outstretched leg. Raise the leg up, lifting the heel. Seeing if you can work out when it feels like the spine is curving, and then try and neutralize the spine. So perhaps lift, lower belly up to the spine, press through the shoulders. Now raise that outstretched arm. Extend through the heel, extend through the fingertips and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fingertips land, toes land. Bring everything back through center. And come to the opposite side. Take your left arm forwards, working through those shoulder rotations on this side. Arm reaches up. Spiral the arm inwards and rotate it behind you. Good. Isolating that movement as best you can in the shoulder. Keeping the rest of your body still and strong. The next time the fingertips come forwards, we'll pause. Steeple the fingertips onto the mat and stretch out through the opposite leg. So tuck those toes under, push through the ball of the foot, raise that heel up. Keep the natural curves of the spine, try not to increase, and then outstretched arm reaches forwards, push through that rear heel, reach through the fingertips for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hand down, bring the knee down, tuck the toes under, sit back on your heels, take a little rock of your seat side to side. If that feels too much in this position, you could bring the hands forwards and take some of the weight out of the heels. Come back to tabletop position. Good. Reach your right arm forwards and left toes back. Take that right arm up, work through your shoulder rotation, sweeping the arm behind you. Keep it lifted and now raise the back leg, bend the knee, point the toes towards the outstretched hand. They do not need to touch. Release the foot, unravel the arm, and bring that all the way back down to the mat. Keep the left leg outstretched. You're going to turn onto the inside edge of your outstretched leg and bring your left hand to the low belly. Now, if this is a little bit challenging on the balance, you could turn this bent leg into a 45-degree angle to give yourself a better chance here. Firm up through the bottom hand and push into that shoulder blade. Draw your hand along the belly and up to the top side of the ribs as you raise the back leg up, foot in line with the hip, balancing here, or top arm could reach to the ceiling or even all the way overhead. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, with control, find your box position. Take an inhale, exhale here, finding your cat-cow. Nice and smooth, easy movement. One more round. And we'll resume our box position. All right, so right leg lengthens out, left hand reaches forwards. Lift the arm, turn and rotate that arm, sweeping it back, keeping it elevated. Push into your right hand, right shoulder blade. Back leg lifts, heel in line with hip. We bend through the knee, point the toes, reach leg to hand. Take a moment to hold there, find the control. Foot down, hand down. Good, go ahead and bring that left hand under the shoulder. We'll roll onto the inside edge of the outstretched leg, bringing the right hand to the underside of the belly. Now pull the hand across the belly, rotating through the ribs as you lift the back leg up. Push into that outstretched heel, push into the bottom shoulder blade. Do you want to have a little play with lifting the top arm up, perhaps over, as we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We release with control. Okay, coming back onto the knees, toes tucked under. Interlace fingers and thumbs, roll out through the wrists. You could have a little roll of the hips side to side at the same time. Good. And we find tabletop position. Okay, so from here, let's send the right leg out to the side so that your foot is roughly in line with your bent knee. Push into the right hand, find that right shoulder blade, raise the left arm to the left shoulder. Then release that hand almost to the floor. In fact, let's make a fist like we did earlier. Draw that knuckle to the armpit, exhale, bring it down. Good, next one we'll find a pause. Reach that arm all the way up. And now keep both arms straight. Bury that lifted arm under the opposite arm and stretch away. 2 straight arms, reach and stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring that all the way back to center. 2 knees side by side. Come down into a forearm position. Interlacing fingers and thumbs, making sure that your hips and your knees are nicely stacked here. Now, if you're like me and you tend to arch in your spine, you might find a little posterior pelvic tilt here. Helps. And we're going to squeeze the right heel towards your right glutes. Now keep the weight heavy in that right arm as you lift the knee up, drawing that knee in towards the ribs, out towards the side, and round to the back for a lift. Back to neutral. Take it back to the side and forwards. Neutral. Forwards, side, back, and neutral. Back, side, forwards, and neutral. Okay, last round, coming forwards and to the side, back, neutral. Is that weight heavy in that right arm for this last round? Good, bring it all the way back down to the mat. Let's go straight into the opposite side. Left heel squeezing to left seat. Weight into that left arm, lift the knee. That's our neutral position. Bring it forwards to the ribs, out to the side, round to the back without arching the back. Neutral. Back, side, forwards, down. Forwards, side, round, neutral. Back, side, forwards, and neutral. Forwards, side, you've got this, back, and neutral. Back, side, forwards, and neutral. Tabletop position. Take a breath there. Now let's extend our left leg out to the side, instep in line with the knee. Lift the left arm up, reach it all the way up. Good, make a fist and then draw that all the way down to the floor. Bring that fist to the armpit and to the floor. Inhaling, you reach it up. Exhale, you push down. Find the outside of that right shoulder blade, bottom arm. This time reach it up, extend the fingers all the way up, the spine and the gaze follow the top hand. We'll thread the arm under the opposite arm, 2 straight arms as you reach away, holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, tabletop position. Good. Tuck the toes, sit back on the heels, hands reach forwards. Externally rotate just the wrists and then internally rotate the wrists. Good. Stabilizing the breath. Watching that the arm bones stay still. Come in, wrap the fingers to the palms, thumbs on top, drive those knuckles down. Rotate through the wrists. Opposite direction. Good. Bring the hands all the way down to the floor. Toes are tucked. Squeeze the seat back to the heels. Rise on up for your downward facing dog. Bring the right toes to the back of the left heel and gently ease that heel down towards the floor. Replace the foot, left foot to right heel. And replace the foot. Softness in the knees to lift the seat up. A little shake of the head. Knees lower to the floor. Untuck the toes. Sink the seat towards the heels. Good. Walk the arms around to the left side of your mat, as far around as you want to go, keeping the hands shoulder width apart. Slide that right arm further away to find the stretch through the side body. Does it feel good here to keep the head lifted, or would you rather release the head? Maybe you could creep right fingertips further away. Let's bring that to center. Take it over to the right hand side now. Keeping wrists shoulder distance apart, left arm slides away as you squeeze the seat to your heels. Come all the way back through center and walk the hands towards you. Good. From here, we're going to have a little play with the hips. So sitting back on the heels, options to keep the arms lifted for a bit more play with your balance and coordination, or you can keep the hands down on the floor. If you're lifting them, interlace fingers and thumbs. So we've done this work before, so just rocking the hips side to side. As you rock over to the right, allow that to continue until you slide off of your heels. Then use some momentum to pick your seat up and re-find the heels. Take that to the left side, sliding to the left. You slide off the heels and then up. She says optimistically, go side to side. Sliding off, on and off. And you might notice that one side is a little easier than the other. We're going to build on this movement. So as you slide off to the right hand side, let the left knee open up, soles of the feet find each other. Left knee slides back to the right And we roll back into that kneeling position. Slide off the heels to the left, right knee lifts, feet find each other and the knees open. Right knee comes to left, back into kneeling position. Good. All right, we're going to bring a little bit more play into that. So you could go in a clockwise position, you could go anti-clockwise, you could kind of go side to side. Hands down or up, your choice. We're going to slide off, open, bring the knees together, kneeling, slide off, knees open. Good. Have a little play with that movement. And don't worry about it being really graceful or pretty. Just see if you can get that movement happening. You might go through the opposite direction. Just to mess with your mind a little bit. Okay, and the next time you are seated with the feet together and the knees open, let's pause. Bring the hands somewhere along the length of the legs. Let the ankles be far enough from the groin that there is a sense of the knees finding some release. Sit tall. Exhale, draw the chin to chest. Shoulders round forwards. Roll down into your seat. Perhaps using the elbows and the forearms to gently encourage the thighs away from each other. And let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Roll out through the head. And bring yourself all the way back up to seated. Be comfortable here, cross-legged or another option. Let the eyes close down. Let the eyes recede more deeply into their sockets. To bring your practice to a close today, I'd like to share with you a quote from a book I'm reading at the moment called The Buddha in Me, the Buddha in You by David Hare. Become a brilliant beacon, shining with joy and happiness, and live your life with confidence and courage. If you shine with a radiant light, there can be no darkness in your life. Become aware of the sounds around you. Become aware of your breath as you breathe in and breathe out. And bring the palms to meet. Thank you for practicing with me today, and namaste.